What's going on, people on YouTube? Rochelle here. If you hear a little air sounding, that's laptop right there. But anyways, wow, this is my first sound recording video. Wow, it's kind of awkward. But anyways, since I'm testing it out, I decided to go ahead and do my Vengeance 2003 review. A couple people requested that, and since I'm testing my sound recorder, let's go ahead and record this thing. Like I said, it's Vengeance 2003. It's SmackDown's first ever alone pay-per-view, and I gotta tell you, I'm so glad I bought this DVD. It is just, okay, I watched half of it on YouTube, and I'm so glad I bought this because I've been wanting to get it, and I finally got it. And when I watched the whole thing, I just want to watch it over again, and eventually I did that like 3 times. So, anyways. First of all, Vengeance is one of my favorite pay-per-views, and so by far, this and 2006 are my favorite. So let's get on to reviewing the matches, and hopefully I can try to do this in order. Okay, first match was for the finals of the U.S. Championship Tournament. This is when they brought back the title, United States title. It's Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. This match, I wish it wasn't not the starter because it was so great. I have to give it 4 out of 5 because anything with Eddie Guerrero is great. Same with Chris Benoit. He's one of the best technical wrestlers you will ever see. And, just whenever they face off against each other, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just epic. And it was a very long match, very paced, back and forth, and Eddie Guerrero picked up the victory and won the U.S. title. But anyways, that right there is one of my favorite matches. Okay, next is one of the matches I watch on YouTube a lot. I don't know why. It's the Indecent Proposal match. Billy Gunn versus Jamie Noble. The stipulation in this match means if Jamie Noble wins, he gets to sleep with Tori Wilson. Which I don't know what really happened after that. I just like watching the match because it's hilarious. So, yeah. And I'm a big fan of Billy Gunn. So, this match was very fast, but it's funny. Jamie Noble comes out with a briefcase and has all of his little sex toys. Yeah, kind of awkward. But anyways, Tori gets involved a little bit, then Nadia comes out there, and, when, Jamie Noble, fights whatever, I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, Nadia actually puts Billy Gunn's foot on the rope while Jamie Noble was making a pin, and Jamie Noble is out there like, Nadia, what are you doing, and Tori Wilson comes out there and tries to slap him, but, Jamie Noble kisses Tori, and that's kind of gross. But yeah, Jamie Noble won by pulling Billy Gunn's tights. So there you go. It was probably not to some people, but I actually like this match. I give it a 3 out of 5. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Don't really want to get into too much detail. Next is something that everybody needs to watch, the APA Invitational. If you have not watched this pay-per-view, and if you have never watched the APA Invitational bar fight, you need to look it up. And I might put a link in the description to the match, if I can remember. But yeah, I think there's about like 20 people that was in that match. Let's see, Full-Blooded Italians came out there. APA, Basham Brothers, Finaki, Brother Love, the Easter Bunny. I think Vengeance was live. I guess it was on Easter, so that's why they had the Easter Bunny. But anyways, the Easter Bunny got flung through one of the windows where the stage was set up. That was pretty funny. And when Finaki, JBL, Bradshaw, whatever, he was about to, hit Funaki over with, I think, a stool. and Fanaki's just like sitting there with his beers, and he's like, "Yeah, this is fun." And then, and right when Bradshaw's about to hit him, Funaki just falls out of the bar stool, and I could not stop laughing. But yeah, this, not going into too much detail, but anyways, you need to watch this if you have not watched the APA Invitational bar fight. Okay, next is for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The World's Greatest Tag Team, which will be, I have to get their names mixed up. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin versus Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio. This was actually a great tag team match. Very energetic and flying around and whatever. And I'm not really much of a Billy Kidman fan. Don't really like him, but he is a great high flyer. I have to say that. And he was like doing a lot of crazy stuff in that match. But anyways, I'll give this match about 3.5 out of 5. It was just really great. The World's Greatest Tag Team retained the titles, so yeah. Okay, next was where am I at? Stephanie McMahon versus Sable. Oh my god, do not get me started with Sable. I don't know why, I just don't like her. To me, she just looks like a whore. I never liked her. I don't know how she ever became women's champion. But anywho, she can't even wrestle. Probably that's my opinion, but you know, she picked up the victory by A-Train interfering in the match and knocking over Stephanie McMahon and bruising up her ribs, I think. I don't know. I had the pay-per-view that follows this Vengeance, which is SummerSlam. But anyways, but Stephanie McMahon dominated for the whole match. She was like very how can I say it? Dang, I cannot find words for this. But anyways, Stephanie McMahon was like literally kicking Sable's ass for the whole match. But then A-Train had to come out of nowhere and just knock her down, and Sable picked it up the victory. Oh well. It was actually a good match though. Okay, the next match was Undertaker versus John Cena. This is the John Cena that everyone loves. The Buganomics days, you know. But before they even started the match, John Cena did his little rap and whatever on the Undertaker. God, it's so corny, but it's so hilarious, you know. So, but yeah, Undertaker just dominated for that whole match as well. But it was still a great match, you know. I agree with that. And Undertaker did win, just to answer your question. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's a good match right there. I give that 4 out of 5. God, all these matches were great. What am I talking about? Okay, next was Zach Gowen versus Mr. McMahon. For those who do not know who Zach Gowen is, I feel sorry for you because I admire Zach Gowen a lot. Like I idolize Shawn Michaels. I admire Zach Gowen because, okay, he had cancer when he was like 7, and it was like in his leg or something. No, it was like near his. Anyways, they had to cut off his legs to get rid of the tumor. And all he wanted to do ever since he was little was wrestle. And, you know, he was 19 back then. Yes, I looked it up. I think he was 19 when this happened. And he just wrestles on one leg. He doesn't like to wrestle with his prosthetic leg. And he amazes me because even though he's small and he can't wrestle as great as like all the bigger guys can or all these high flyers, well, he's got some moves as a high flyer. He can do moonsaults that are very basic, like, you know, and drop kicks and whatever. But Zach Gowen, even if he's not the greatest wrestler you'll ever see, I admire him because he's had cancer, but he still achieved his dream to become a wrestler. He lost his leg to cancer, and he still achieved his dream to become a wrestler. That's what I'm saying. I think I jacked that up for a second. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. And I've seen a few of his matches, and then some of his indies matches. and him facing off against Mr. McMahon. This match was great, and it was like very back and forth. You know, Mr. McMahon did not like Zach Gowen. He always made fun of him because his leg. I mean, coming out of Vince, no one that's very obvious coming out of Vince. Is what I'm saying. But there's a little. Vince brought in a chair, and the referee was trying to take it away from him, but Vince jacked the ref out of the ring, and then Zach hit Vince over the head with the chair. Started bleeding really bad, but put on the show. But anyways, then he tries to go for a moonsault, but he doesn't. He fails. But yeah, Vince picks up the victory after that. But anyways, that's a pretty good dang match. I'd give that 4 out of 5. All these matches 4 out of 5, like I said. Anyways, the next match is for the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. It's Brock Lesnar versus Big Show versus Kurt Angle. If this was 2003 and I was watching this pay-per-view for the first time, I would be going for Kurt Angle. I tell you why, because Kurt Angle is in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time, and I admire Kurt Angle and whatever. Okay, Big Show, I understand if him being in a championship match back then, but not now, but yeah, and then Brock Lesnar, he was the champion. This match was it seemed very short, shorter than most of the other matches, but it was still good, and Kurt Angle picked up the victory. He went in at WrestleMania 19, I think. Oh no, it's 2003. You decide. And he lost the championship to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and he broke his or he did something to his neck, almost broke it, I think, when that happened. And then he returned after 4 months and whatever, and he told Brock Lesnar, it's my turn to get the championship back, so I'm back, and Brock Lesnar and Big Show have been fighting and whatever for the championship. So that's how Big Show got into this match. But anyways, this match was pretty good. Really back and forth. Mainly it was Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, because Big Show, how he's slow and sometimes he won't be always in the match if it's a triple threat or a fatal 4-way or a tag team match or whatever. It involves more than 2 people. But I give this 5 out of 5. It was a great match. And yeah, that was Vengeance. Not too much detail on it, but yeah. I advise you to look up this pay-per-view on YouTube. I know some people on YouTube that have put up this whole pay-per-view, and that's how I watch most of the matches on here. And yeah, I'm going to put a link down below for the APA Invitational match for anybody who wants to watch that if you have never watched that match. And yeah, I give this pay-per-view freaking 8 out of 10. This is epic. Or maybe 9 out of 10. I don't know. I love Vengeance, and this is one of the best. So, yeah. Comment down below for what you thought of this pay-per-view, and for, I don't know, suggestions for DVD reviews, or whatever. And, yeah, see you guys later.